a broader, in a more outward way. I had this company that was very successful by all outward measures. Like it, it was there were by all outward indicators and measurable indicators. We were a very successful company, and it was killing me. And I came to a point in 2017 where I realized that I had to stop. I had to do something really differently, because the alternative was going to ultimately be closing it, because I couldn't physically, mentally do it anymore.
Are there a series of sort of questions or ways in which you personally process these decisions? I know we kind of like touched a little bit on like a broad stroke of what that might be, but I think like it's useful. Maybe I'm assuming that most people are going through this evaluation transition process,
Yeah.
or I mean, I really feel the
I think
distinct,
a lot of people are. I feel it too. Yeah. Yeah.
which I would love to hear your thoughts on sort of collective intelligence or consciousness maybe later. But I do think, I'm sorry, that it might be useful for people to kind of think about like if there are any benchmarks that you kind of feel like, okay, well, this is telling me in my body or
Yeah.
externally, this is
So
like the wrong direction.
for me, it's all about becoming aware that I have a body, because 5 years ago I did not um know that. Like, I was a person who lived exclusively in my head until 2018. And my body was something I saw as a liability, and it was just like the downstairs of a house that I never went into. Like, the head was the beautifully furnished upstairs, and the body was like the weird basement that had unidentified boxes of cables in it. Like, it was not.
That's brilliant, but
It was it
metaphor
was
really works.
just like my head carries this thing around, and for many, many reasons that are way too long to get into. But anyway, that was my, that was where I was in life, and had always been, and as long as I remembered, been that way. And and I had so much talk therapy. I had done so much work up here and learned so many things. And I went to school for spiritual psychology, and I did but I never integrated, and I never used. Basically, the body was like something to ignore its input, and to just override it. Like, your input doesn't, whatever. I'm thinking through this. This is how I figure it out. And in 2018, I really hit a wall, like completely, just like every possible mental, physical, spiritual, emotional wall